in Hong Kong. So I'm very excited to talk about agent skills for the first time in public. I'm going to do the same talk next month in Hong Kong. So you guys have the first taste. So let me share my screen. I need to. So do you see the Google slide? Oh yeah, you can, right? Okay. Let me start. So hi, my name is Connie, and today my topic is supercharging Gemini CLI with agent skills. So this is me. My name is Connie. I'm a GDE in Angular AI Web. I'm based in Hong Kong. I was born there, grew up there, and worked there all my life. I also passed the Google Certified Generative AI Leader last week. So I'm pretty sure that I'm familiar with the basic concept of AI. So today my topic is agent skill. So I want to talk about what is an agent skill. So this is the definition from an Anthropic website. So agent skills, like agent skill is a reusable structure folder containing instructions and optional documentation, executable code, and assets. And agent skills can add new capabilities and domain knowledge to agent. So agent skills can help minimize hallucinations in Gemini and probably other large language models. So this is the structure of an agent skills. Actually, this is the folder of my technical localization expert agent skill that helped me translate an English blog to a target language. So the name of the skills is technical localization expert. I normally use the same skill name for the folders so I can remember what this is about and can find this folder easily. Skill.md is a markdown file. It is required because it contains the name and the description of the skills and the steps to perform. Scripts, references, and access optional folders. So in my use case, I have a scripts folder, and it contains a Node.js script to perform link and access validation. I also have a references folder that contains a subfolder, and that subfolder contains some files that help me translate English terms to Taiwanese terms in traditional Chinese. I don't have access folder, so but this is shown for illustration purpose and for this talk. So if a skill needs to have some static access such as images, style guides, or template, they belong into this access folder. So how does agent skill work? It has 3 steps. The first step is discovery. So when I start Gemini CLI, the CLI check the skills folder and load the skills name and its description as startup. And the second step is activation. So when a skills description matches a task, the CLI activate the skills and load everything in the skill.md file into the context. And the last step is to follow the instruction in the markdown file. So the instruction have maybe single step or multiple steps, and CLI follow like each step to perform, I don't know, like to execute scripts or to perform some translation or other action, and produce an output in the console or in a separate file written in a separate directory, for example. So this is like a picture to talk about skill discovery. So I type Gemini in my terminal. So Gemini CLI starts, and in the background it scans the skills folder in .gemini folder, and load all the skills metadata in memory or in some place, I'm not so sure. Suppose everything is successful, the skill should be ready to use when I type user prompt to perform some tasks. For example, translating a blog post from English to traditional Chinese. So this is the next step. So let's say I am the user, and I type a prompt to ask Gemini to translate a blog post from English to traditional Chinese. So Gemini's find a skill that matches my request, activate the skills, execute the skills, and when the operation is successful, the skill should produce a translated blog post for me in a target directory of mine. Yeah, so this is my use case. So I need to translate my English blog post to traditional Chinese. So this is my the background information. So I live in Hong Kong. So the nearest country is mainland China, and Taiwan is another place that is very close to Hong Kong. So Taiwan is maybe 90 minutes or 2 hours of flight from where I live. We share some similarities and some differences. Like both like Hong Kongers and Taiwanese read and write traditional Chinese. However, Hong Kongers speak Cantonese if they are born here. So I was born in Hong Kong, so my mother tongue is Cantonese, and some mainland immigrants immigrate to Hong Kong after 1997, and those people speak Mandarin, and Hong Kong has a large population of expat, and they speak English mostly. So in Taiwan, like 99% of them speak Mandarin. So if I'm lucky and I see some Hong Kong immigrants, they may talk to me in Cantonese, but I don't like meet them on the streets of Taipei very often. In terms of blogging, I write in English, like only, and my Taiwanese friends and Taiwanese GDEs, they write in traditional Chinese. So, and it leads to language barrier for me. Okay. So this is Connie. So I wrote blog post in English, and then I publish it in Medium or that.to. And when I posted the same blog post in Taiwanese Facebook groups. No one reads it. The people like they prefer traditional Chinese blog posts. So so the view count is very low, and I feel that the Taiwanese reader do not like have the same insight that I have. They cannot feel the same passion that I have in Angular, in Web AI, AI and Firebase. So this is the solution I developed this month. So after I wrote an English blog post and published it in dev.to, I used the agent skills to translate my blog post from English to traditional Chinese, and then I published that blog post to a very popular Taiwanese blog site. You can think of it as the Medium in Taiwan, right? And then I shared that blog post to the same Taiwanese Facebook groups, and those Chinese blog posts gain traction. Like they have very high view count, and that served my purpose, because I really want like Taiwanese people to read my blog posts, so they can learn like Google technologies such as Gemini, Firebase, and Angular, and they can read the blog post in their mother tongue and their written language, like Mandarin and traditional Chinese. So this is my architecture. So agent skills can be very effective and simple at the same time. So I have two optional folders, like references, and then inside references I have some subfolders. So like, for example, like terminology -en-es means this folder contain some markdown files that translate terms from English to Spanish. And the second folder, like terminology -en-is-htw, so these 6 markdown files contain terminology mapping from English to traditional Chinese. And then in the scripts folder, I have a Node.js script to perform access and links protection or validation, to make sure that the translated content doesn't break the external URLs and relative paths of the image, and perform some necessary translation. And skills.md is the required file with the skill name, description, and the steps to perform this translation. I didn't show the entire markdown file, but I only captured the metadata of the skill. So this is the name of the skills like technical hyphen localization hyphen expert. So this is my description. So like it tries to scan like a blog post and uses the markdown files in references folder to perform English to other language translation, and then it also asks Gemini to execute my Node.js scripts to perform post translation validation and protection. So this is my terminology of files. So this markdown table contains some common like AI terms. For example, like artificial intelligence is translated to this like phrase in traditional Chinese, and yeah. And the note says not to use another term, which is how mainland Chinese uses it. Yeah. So more like detailed explanation. So skill.md provide multi-step instructions. So in my use case, step 1, validate the source is English. Step 2, determine the target language mentioned in the user prompt. So in my case, I always ask the skills to translate to traditional Chinese, and the language code of traditional Chinese is a HTW, and so I know the source language is English. I know the target language is traditional Chinese. So step 3, like load the markdown files from the correct subfolder of references. So step 4, use those markdown file in translation, like maybe inject the source blog post and the markdown tables, like these markdown tables in the context, so that Gemini can use the information in the context to translate from English to traditional Chinese. Step 5, access and link validation. Step 6 is produce a final report to tell me like what actually take place during the process, so I know like everything happens like according to the instruction in the markdown file. So in the references folder, I have subfolder by target languages. I designed it this way for scalability. So like now I use this skill to translate from English to traditional Chinese. I may want to translate the same blog post to simplified Chinese. Then I can add a new folder called terminology -en -EZ HCN, and then the markdown files in that subfolder will be will contain markdown files to help me translate my English blog post to simplified Chinese blog post. And the files are by topic. At first, I have like a giant like markdown file with everything dumped into it, and then that file gets very long, and And then I got tired of scoring from line 1 to line, I don't know, 300. So I decided to split that long Markdown file into smaller files by different topics. So script, I didn't write it myself. I asked Gemini to generate the script for me, like with my requirements. So I want the translated blog post to translate the alt text of the images and the link text to traditional Chinese to improve accessibility and SEO. But I need to make sure that the relative image paths, are not translated. Otherwise, those images will be like broken, right? I don't see the actual image. I'll see like a broken image icons, and that do not look nice in the final blog post. And my blog post always lists some external URLs in the resources section. So I need to make sure that those URLs do not get translated by accident. So if I have like an English URL that points to I don't know Gemini to a Gemini page, I don't want the skills to translate that URL to traditional Chinese. Then the URL is broken. Like if like a user clicks it, like the user will be redirected to a broken page, and not maybe the Gemini page that I put into my English blog post. So let's see. So after I finish the development, I need to install it in Gemini CLI. And I need to make sure that the skill setting is also enabled in Gemini CLI. So I launch the Gemini CLI and ignore this error. I don't know what happened to my Jenkins MCP server. So I type /settings, and then I filter the settings by skills. Initially, enable agent skills is false, so I flip the value from false to true. I don't remember like what I actually did, so I may or may not quit Gemini CLI and restart it to make sure agent skills is in effect. So let's suppose I enable agent skills. I quit the CLI and restart it again before using the skills to perform my task. So next, install an agent skills. I do it in a very manual way. So I copy the technical localization skills to the .gemini to the /.gemini skills using the CP command. And I also like created the skill folder in .gemini myself. Yeah, .gemini didn't have the skill folder at first, so I had to create the directory myself. And after I copy the entire skill folder to Gemini CLI, I make sure that everything is copied like properly. Then I quit Gemini CLI and restart it so that the CLI can discover the new skills and load the skill name and the skill description. So, oh, did you? Oh, hi. Do you have a question? Oh, okay. So let's see. Oh, okay. So what was your question? I hope I can answer it. Oh, okay. I wasn't planning to, but if you ask, I can show it. Maybe after I go through the slide. Yeah. Oh, okay. Don't worry. After I go through the slide, I show you the code. We have time. Yeah. Because sometimes like people want to see the code, sometimes people don't. So yeah, if you want, I can show it. No problem. Okay. Okay. So this is my see, this is okay. This is my use case, and this is my pro tip. Sometimes it's best to mention the skill name, so Gemini knows to activate it. Otherwise, Gemini may perform generic like translation instead of using my agent skills to perform the translation. So I wrote use a technical localization expert skill to translate my blog post in my current directory to traditional Chinese and write the translated one into a subfolder called Chinese blogs / result.md. So it activates the skills and I mean Gemini CLI like activate the skills and ask Gemini 3 to translate the blog post into traditional Chinese, right? So here, so I said allow for this section. That's this section. So if not, then I don't know if the CLI will prompt this like over and over, and I get annoyed. So I said allow for this section. Okay, so and then is that it, and then is that okay? I know the source blog post is English, and then Gemini is able to analyze the user prompts and find the target language is traditional Chinese, and then the language code of traditional Chinese is HTW. So yep, here. So it knows to load the markdown file from that subfolder. And then after the translated text is written in Chinese blog / result.md, the CLI asks me like to give permission to use a node to call my Node.js scripts to perform links and access validation. And after that, it's like, oh, okay, and after that, the CLI like output that the blog post was translated successfully to traditional Chinese, and the content was saved to result.md file. And then this is the report, right? So, okay, the source was English, and then and the markdown file in references / terminology -en -ez htw was were loaded and used, and then the code and variable and stuff in the triple backtick blocks were verified, and they were not translated to Chinese by accident. And then alt tags, link tags, and image path were checked, and nothing was broken. And finally, the blog post was saved in the subfolder. So stuff like that. But I love AI, but I don't trust it like totally. So I always like proofread. I proofread the Chinese blog post before publication. I mean, the skills is very powerful. I mean, that one is very powerful. It gets 99.9% correct, but sometimes some texts were translated to traditional Chinese unexpectedly, and I had to copy the English text from the English blog post to the translated blog post before publication. So, but it saved a lot of time. Like, I didn't have to write the blog post in traditional Chinese myself. I asked AI to do the translation, and I mean, I read it and it was pretty good. So I want to show you that, like, during the Lunar New Year holiday, I published it 1, 2, 3, 4 Chinese blog posts in that famous Taiwanese blog site, and the view counts very, very high, like it's 500, 400, 200 view. So I'm happy. And the next step is to the next step for me, or next step for other people, is to create maybe a Gemini CLI extension and distribute it to other users to install on their laptops, so that they can use the skill in their Gemini CLI. So the benefits are portability, and Gemini CLI extension can package not only like agent skill, but also a command MCP server and hooks. So yeah, and these are the resources, and my original like English blog post that I want people to read, and increase the view count, and my GitHub repo. And okay, let me show the code. I try to drag it to the screen. Oh, can you see my VS Code editor? Okay, good. So this is the my repo, and I put a lot of I put all my agent skills here, and they are for my own personal use. So this is a technical localization expert, and let me increase the font size. I don't know. I think people with perfect eyesight cannot read small fonts. Okay, 24. Can you guys see it? I increased the font size from 14 to 24. Okay, good. Yeah. So this is the name of the skills. This is the description. So during discovery, like name and descriptions are loaded, but not the instruction. And so this is the persona of the skills. Or like to tell Gemini like what its role is. So like you are a translator and localization like specialist. So you specialize in converting like English blog posts to like foreign languages. So you prioritize technical accuracy, character set integrity, and absolute preservation of all technical assets. So you can think of category as steps. So category 1 means the first step. So first thing is check that the source is English. Yeah, this is for my use case. Like if like you want to extend it, you don't have to have this restriction. You can translate from any source language to any like target language, as long as you have the terminology markdown file to map like some specific like source terms to target terms. So I was like, okay, for me it's like, please check that the language is English. If it is Spanish or Japanese, like I like this skill doesn't have any like mapping files to map like Japanese term to traditional Chinese, or Spanish files is to map the Spanish terms to traditional Chinese. I was like, okay, please check that the source is English. So if not, like stop. So second step, find out what the target language is. Like in my prompt, I have traditional Chinese, and Gemini was able to pick up the target language that I type was traditional Chinese, and traditional Chinese is mapped to the language code is at HTW, you know, so find the subfolder in references folder. So in my case, traditional Chinese means using terminology -en -ezhtw subfolder. Okay, so if the folder can be found, right, read all the markdown files in that subfolder. So I have so this subfolder has 6 markdown files, and they are all red to build like a map. So if the folder doesn't exist, then well, we rely on Gemini to use its training data to find out how to translate maybe English terms to Japanese, or to I don't know, like German, yeah, for example. And then category 3. This is my my requirement. My blog post like has a lot of code examples in a triple backtick, and I want this code to stay in English. Like don't translate the variable name or comments or source code from English to traditional Chinese, like state English. Yeah. And but Gemini like was too helpful a lot of times, so it still accidentally translated like some text inside the triple backtext to the target language. So this restoration rule was specifically added to ask Gemini to revert like from the target language to English. I guess it works somehow because this accidental like translation happened less frequent after I put the restoration rule in skill.md file. That's why I said like please proofread the content before publication. Like it worked 9 out of 10 times. The 10th time like occur and manual correction is required. So category 4, yeah. So I want to improve the accessibility and the SEO of the blog post, of like alt tags and link tags. I want them to be translated into traditional Chinese, but relative like path shouldn't. So if the relative path is like accidentally translated to traditional Chinese, like the blog post will have a lot of like broken like image icons. So yeah. And I also need the let's see. Yeah. Okay. This one. This is specifically for traditional Chinese or mainland Chinese and like Taiwanese like Chinese and mainland Chinese. They have like different terms for the same thing though. Like I'm not able to identify the differences, but like Taiwanese reader, like they are able to tell like mainland Chinese terms, like when they read like a Chinese blog post. Like the same thing applies to mainland Chinese. Like if a blog post like has like tradition like Taiwanese terms in it, like these like mainland Chinese developers are able to tell. But me coming from Hong Kong, I have no clue. So I rely on Gemini to help me like do this checking and avoid like mixing up these like terms in different like regions. Yeah. So this format, this, yeah, some like same thing, like more rules, and then order of execution. Yeah, like make sure it's English. Use the markdown files. Do the translation. Use the script to verify the public, like the external URLs and alt tags and link tags are not like broken, and provide a final report for me, so I know like if every step is like is done in the entire process. So here like please use this script to do the checking. Yeah. So make sure that the target URL and the source URLs are the same. Like if not, try like copy the source URL to the target URL, and then check the URL returns like 200. If it doesn't return 200, it means the source blog post provide a broken URL, like output a message like to me, so I know I need to fix it in both blog posts like later. And yep, this, and then like output like a summary, like what Gemini like did from the beginning to the end of the translation process. So this is the skill file, and then this is the markdown and the scripts. Very simple. Like if you know JavaScript and no, you can write it. Like I didn't write it. I asked Gemini to gen this file for me. I only like type the chmod command to make it executable, and then copy this along with other like files to .gemini /skills folder, and I've been using these skills to perform like translation during the Lunar New Year holiday. So I like agent skills because it is like simple and powerful at the same time. Like if I have to write an Angular app, like I need to write a lot of like files, a lot of like like front end components, a lot of CSS and stuff. But agent skills, like I have one JavaScript file, one markdown file, and some static markdown file, and it helps me like solve a pain point for that bothers me for years. So yeah, and I'm going to use this like for a long time. So I hope this walkthrough is helpful. So agent skills, like it sounds cool, and it's not hard to implement as long as you have a good use case to apply. So basically, this is my talk for today. So does anyone have any like questions? I guess no. Good question. Now this is why you need to join GDG or become a GDE. I get that voucher for free. Like as a GDE, I get a free voucher, and I use it to take the generated AI leader exam. And skill boost. I don't know if I should mention it. It used to be free, but then the benefit will end at the end of March. After that, I don't know. How do we become? Wait a second. I can't read. Give me a second. How do you? Oh, here. Sorry. How do we become GD? Okay, you mean GDG or GDE? You're missing a letter here. I cannot provide a voucher to you. I actually wrote email to Google Developer Expert. I need to write like an email to the Google Developer Expert email or Google Developer Expert Program email, and I said, look, I'm supposed to have a free voucher, man. Give it to me. And then the guys are okay. And then the guys like replied and gave me the voucher code, and I used it to pass the exam before Lunar New Year started this month. GDE, to become a GDG, I don't know if your region like has GDG or not, because I remember GDG like organizers have some benefits. I don't know if they get a free voucher or not, but they also have some like benefits. But GDE absolutely like has a free like exam voucher, and I I wrote like an email to the program and asked for the voucher code, and I got the voucher code uh through email, and I use it to register the exam and pass it. Yeah, like last week or 2 weeks ago. To become a GDE, wow, this is a long. This could be another topic, but I can tell you how I become one. Like actually getting the first category is hard, and getting the second and third categories are are quite easy. Like getting the first one is very hard. Like it 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 it, it takes time. The average time is like 1 year or one year or 1.5 year of like creating uh content. Like it could be like a talk like this one. It could be like writing a lot of like blog posts, make a lot of videos, uh, um, develop open source project about your category, and then apply for the GDE status. How do we connect with you? Okay, sure. I like. Let me see how to. Okay. Yep, this is me, and I like to post like blog posts and YouTube like contents on LinkedIn and X. To become a GDE, you need to spend some time. Like if you're fast 1 year, if you're slow like me, I spent 3 years to get my Angular like GDE status by writing blog posts, by doing online talk like this one, making YouTube videos. Keep your activities in a spreadsheet or in a Google Doc, and your activity must be within 2 years. And then talk to talk to your GDG like organizers or the regional lead of your area, and they should help like you apply so that you can have interview with a Googler, and if you pass the interview, you become like a GDE. So you need to know the regional lead of your area. Like for Pakistan, I have no idea. I know like I'm from Hong Kong, so my regional lead helps people in mainland China, Taiwan, and Hong Kong to apply if he thinks you like your contents are good. For Pakistan, I don't know. I know the regional lead of SEA. Is Pakistan in SEA, like Southeast Asia, or what region is it? I don't know the what region that Pakistan is in. I know it's Asia. I don't know if it's West Asia, Southeast Asia, or Europe or Africa. Okay, okay. Is it Yuma? Is it Yuma? Oh, wait. I see. Oh, then I'm confused. I thought it's this guy. Is that Hamid? because I met him like last August. I have no idea who this guy is. I didn't get to meet him in Google I/O Connect in China like last year. Because I met Hamid yeah, last year in China. Oh, sorry, my info is outdated. I need external knowledge too. I need a rack to help me. I see. Yeah, talk to him. Talk to him. But before you talk to him, make sure you have like a Google Doc with like your contribution, your activities. If you just go there and say, I want to be a GD and you haven't done your work, I'm like, I don't know him well. I don't know if he will just like turn you away and ask you to do the work and come back like in 6 months or in 1 year. So yeah. Okay. Good idea. Maybe I should connect with Yuma Nasir. Maybe I should connect with him like after this talk. Yeah. So if you ask me, this is how I did it. Like a lot of blog posts, a lot of like online talks, talk to the regional lead, help me, and yeah, and then fill in the application form and wait for like people to review it. If they think your content is good, and give you like an interview, you pass step 1. Step 2 is the interview with the Googler. And you talk to the Googler for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. After that, you get like thumbs up or story next time. So yeah, this is how the GDE process is now. So but if you want to have more information, you can you can message me in my LinkedIn and I can explain better. Yeah. So because I don't know your category, but it's obvious, right? It's AI, right? Because this is TensorFlow user group. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I shouldn't make an assumption because this is TensorFlow user group. I thought you're more interested in AI category. You maybe like I like Firebase. Like tell me how to become a Firebase GDE. So I don't know. So yeah. So this is yeah. So yeah. So this is my talk about like agent skills and how it helps me solve a pain point of mine for over how long, like 5-6 years. Yeah. Oh, what we're talking about? Okay, my talk is about agent skills, and after that, like people ask like how I like if I actually pay for the Gen AI training, and I said no because like as a GDE, I get a free exam voucher and I use it to pass the exam, and Cal Skill Boost is free, and I use it to take the courses, and then I go to the exam place to write the exam. But the Cal Skill Boost benefit will end at the end of March. After that is another program. Yeah. And then people ask how to become a GDE, and I talk about my experience. Like for me, I took 3 years like to create blog posts, to do talk like this one, to create YouTube content, list my activities in a Google Doc, and talk to the regional lead. If like if he likes my activities, like go fill up the application form and apply for GDE. And then I started to ask like who the regional lead is, because my information is outdated. I didn't know the new community manager Umar Nasir, so I'll connect with him after this talk, because I met Hamid in China last August. I didn't know like a new community manager joined 2 months ago. Do you think SaaS is over? What do you mean? Probably no. Actually, I think it will be more powerful, because like this application can use agent to perform like tasks and improve the user experience. True.